Howdy folks, so right now we're going to be taking a little look at Roboto. It's one of the two in fact, only Motu figures that I had as a kiddie, and I loved my Roboto figure. I had no idea who he was or anything like that. It was just a figure of a robot, and I loved the look of him. I thought it was ingenious the way when you turned the waist, his cogs would go around. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And I'm always blown away by ingenuity like that. And the colours were nice, the colours were vibrant, and he popped as a figure. Translucent plastic chest, the original figure had. And this one has it too. So we're going to take him out of the box, have a look, and see what I think to this new Eternia Masterverse version of Roboto. Why don't you stick around and join me, and we'll take a look at him. So as always, I go in through the bottom of the box because I think that you can still display the box well should you wish to. You open it from the top and it can look a little bit more unsightly. It now looks like it was never opened, apart from the fact that it's empty. And there he is, once out of the main packaging. Now I just noticed that there is some print on the side of the box and on the rear of the box, which tells you how to play with it. Okay, let's get him out of here. Those scuffs! Oh my word, seriously, straight out of the box, it's not been touched yet, and the plastic is scuffed. It won't clean off, so it's scuffed, alright. Oh, he's tied in. I don't think he needed to be tied in. He didn't want to come out of that packet. So he's got an accessory there, an actual working accessory, because the original one didn't work like that. The original one is just all one piece, but this does feel a bit more plasticky than the original one did. Oh well, we'll get there, we'll get there. Does he only come with... There's got to be something else left in that packet, hasn't there? Yes, there is. It comes with a lovely little Masters of the Universe branded Christmas present. Okay, so it comes with an extra visor, a boom boom, claw and the twirly whirly that we've already seen. There he is. Well, I suppose he's alright. He's not bad, I suppose, you know. Seems a bit bland. Right. When you turn the waist, all that happens is the waist turns. Now you can turn the cogs, I noticed, because he's got a big wheel on his back. Don't know if they're anything to do with it. I don't know if you're supposed to use any of them. It does have a hexagon-shaped hull, a hexagonal-shaped hull, and these all have hex-shaped pegs on them. So I suppose that you. Oh, well, that doesn't really work, to be fair. No. Alright, I take it back. I just assumed hexagonal-shaped hull, hexagonal-shaped peg. But no, the pegs are too small for the hull. Don't even touch the sides. Why do I do this? Why do I do this? Okay. So he's got nice metallic blue arms and they've gone for a metallic mauve, wine coloured, lower torso, I'm going to say, because yeah, and visor and dull, very dull red legs with silver boots. I don't know if the camera's going to show it up. I'll try and capture it with another camera. There's scuffs right here on the chest, like scratches. I mean, it's barely noticeable, but it is there. I think, to my mind, that looks like the figure, or that part, has been dropped on the floor at the factory and they've just continued to use it. Which, fair enough, I suppose. It's just because it's translucent, it does show quite severely, to my mind. Would you guys consider that a fault? Is it something you would happily accept? I mean, I'm going to make do with it. I'm not that bothered, to be honest with you, but noticing it on an unboxing video, I've got to mention it, haven't I? Got to mention it. I'll put that aside now and get on with the review. So he's got a full 360 degrees turn of the head, which is on a ball joint, so he has quite a good range of motion. I love the translucency of the head and the fact that you get to see what's supposed to be the circuitry inside his head there. But that's very, very cool. And to be honest with you, I will be a bit more forgiving than what it seems like at the moment. I think he's a pretty cool looking figure. I do think he's a pretty cool looking figure. I think the colours look a little muted, and I will show you why I think that, because right here, I have, nearly dropped it, I have an original 1982, 1984 release of Roboto. This is not mine, this is one that I picked up at a toy fair last year, maybe the year before. If you look, the colours on him are a lot more vibrant than the colours are on him. See See what I mean? I think that red is a lot more vibrant, and the red on the visor is a lot more vibrant. Well, they've gone for a wine colour on that one, haven't they? I think possibly the pants are very similar, except there's some kind of translucency to the new one. And then he's got red hands, he's got silver hands. I don't know why. There's probably a reason for that. And a brighter blue, I think, on the arms as well. Okay, we'll put him aside for that. I'll show you what I mean about the cogs turning. See that? As you turn the waist, the cogs turn. Whereas on this one, you turn the waist and nothing. But we do have that cog on the back, and when we turn the cogs turn. So I'm glad they've at least still given us that feature in some form. I would have been really disappointed had they not. I've got to be honest. Really disappointed. So we've had a look at the head. Woo, full circuit, full round. Arms. Turn him round so he's facing you. It can make a T. In fact, if we do that, and we do that, we could have an Easter special and we could put him on a cross. Yes, I went there, and I do not care. Should I save this video for Easter? No. So yeah, we've got 360 on the arms there at the top. I'll do it on here. 360 on the arms there at the top. Got quite a nice double elbow joint there. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good range of movement there on that, to be fair. And then 360 twist on the wrist, and he's also on a bit of a pivot there too. Other arm will be exactly the same, so I'm not going to go through that one. Legs, akimbo. Oh wow, Jesus Christ, look at that. My blind, really? Okay. He's got very good range of movement on his crotch area. Got a full 360 twist at the top of the leg there. Knee. Oh, wow. That is, Jesus, that has some really good articulation for a figure of this price point. Wow. I mean, the fact that his knee comes to a flat edge, a little bit weird, not gonna lie. But wow. And then ankle. Yeah, that's got some range on it as that one. My word. So I think it's fair to say that you could probably get some decent shots, you know, if you were taking photos of this guy, in pretty good poses. He's very poseable. There's not much going on here, I suppose, because they have given us the translucent body with working cog mechanism in there, which I would have been disappointed had we not. There's no ab crunch kind of joint, you know, that's the payoff for the cogs, and I think that's fair. I think that's perfectly fair. I'm impressed with the range of movement on this, I have to say. I think that's really very, very good. Although ultimately it doesn't bother me at all, because it'll get stood in a cabinet next to this one, and that'll be it. It'll never get played with again. This is the first Masterverse figure I've played with handled. I'll go with handled at 43 years old nearly. We shouldn't be saying that we're playing with toys, but if I'm handling it, then I'm playing with it, you know. You know what, sod it, this is a toy channel, I'm talking about toys, I'm going to say played with. I'm playing with my toy, alright? This is my action figure and I want to play with it. So, yeah, I've not played with any others. So I don't know if this is the norm. This could well be the norm. Knowing that Mattel have just taken over the DC license again, and come end of this year, beginning of next year, they will have the first waves of 6-inch, 6.5-inch DC figures out. I trust that they're going to be quite good. I mean, I like their Mattel, the Mattel DC Classics Universe range. I think that's the best range, one of the most comprehensive range of DC figures that we've ever had. And I'd be happy if it's somewhere between this and those, or if it's just this, I'll be very, very happy. I think we're onto a winner if we go there. So, I kind of feel like these two shin pads should be on the opposing legs. I don't know why. I could be entirely wrong. This could be absolutely accurate as it is, but there's something telling me that they've been swapped. I don't know why. There's ever so slight upturn on one. I think the upturn should be in the middle. I could be wrong. Don't really matter. Don't care. Once it gets in a cabinet, there'll be something else stood in front of it and you won't see them. So yeah, I'm impressed with the articulation. Overall, impressed with the quality of the figure. I can't deny it. I think it's pretty sound. Disappointed in the scratch. Scuff. It is what it is. Let's take this off then. See how easy that is. Easy enough to come off. We've got a red one, which now makes him a little more like the original colour-wise, so I'm probably going to leave that red on there. Something else that I like about the original, you know, I say when you turn the waist the cogs move, well also the visor moves up and down as well. Nothing like that now. The visor, it doesn't move up or down. The visor doesn't move up or down. I'm going to take that off because interesting bit of detail underneath the visor. I showed this camera, so I don't think that camera will pick it up. There's like an endoskeleton, a Terminator endoskeleton skull-like mouth there. You can see the eyes through his visor as well. So that's the point. This was supposed to be a visor. I always thought it was supposed to be a visor. In fact, this piece has two holes in it that you could take as eye holes, but his eyes are up here. Holes for eyes down here, eyes are up here. I don't know. Let's swap some hands over, shall we? Did the original ever come with a normal hand? I don't think it did it? It just came with three different attachments. I don't have the attachments, I only have that one. That looks too long. In fact, it was ridiculously long. I would have had the brake there. Got rid of the entire forearm to replace with this. I don't think that should go into the wrist socket, in my opinion. I'm sticking with it. You're welcome to go down into the comments and argue with my opinion, because every interaction on YouTube is considered good interaction. Claw again. Just seems to be too big. I mean, it's cool. Really cool. It's cool. I would have had the brake just below the elbow, taking the entire forearm out. I think that's... that would have been better than that. Not sure if I like that. I suppose it doesn't matter, because I'm never going to be posing him with that. Out he comes. I might let him keep the claw. What do you think? See, that seems to have really long reach. Yeah. Okay, overall thoughts. I like him. He's not bad at all. Pretty fun. Colours aren't too far off, and I'm happy to have him in the collection. No, I don't have any more Motu figures beyond this. And no, I probably won't be getting any more Motu figures beyond these. And that'll do. I was just going to say I'll see what it looks like in the new film. I might pick up the Roboto figure from that, but I've seen what it looks like in the new film. No, I am not getting the figure from that. No way on this earth, or indeed Eternia. I will not be getting that figure. It's not even a he. Although you could argue this isn't a he, because it's a robot. It's a great big massive lumbering thing, isn't it, in the new film? Don't like the look of them at all. I like the look of the new film overall. The trailer looks fantastic and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, they destroyed my boy Roboto. Right, okay, let me know what you think to this figure down in the comments. And with that, I will say thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and bye-bye.